Hey family, much love to my brothers and sisters in the spirit. Thank you for checking back with your sister. I hope all is well with many of you. I haven't yet, but I'm getting ready to meditate. But I decided to do a quick little video. I want to backtrack on the last video I did before this one. But before I get started, I want to give all honor to the Most High God, source of all things, source within. With my last video, I had mentioned to many of you, I think about 2 weeks ago, your sister, it felt like I was coming down with something. And I had chills and little migraines, and my body was aching, okay? And, you know, I assumed that it was either I was coming down with something like a cold, or maybe a 24-hour virus, like a bug, or it could be my hormones. I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, my sisters, how we PMS and we have those little symptoms before we, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, but I did not communicate with my higher self as far as, receiving clarity, shall I say. And I just assumed that's probably what it was. So anyway, I uploaded a video, and I was letting many of you know, just trying to keep it real, let many of you know that, your sister wasn't feeling too good, but, I overcame, and it didn't last long. It lasted for about, I probably say it was off and on for about a week, off and on about a week, to where I had the chills and the body aches and the off and on headaches. It lasted about a week, but I had mentioned to many of you, what I was taking, but eventually, it faded out, I didn't have no kind of like cold symptoms as far as like mucus and all of that. I wasn't dealing with anything like that. But anyway, but a sister, and big up and much love to you, my sister, for bringing it to my attention. A sister, Taj, I believe her last name was Lawton, but I'm gonna say Taj. She go by Taj. Big ups to you and much love to you for bringing it to my attention. They could be ascension symptoms, okay? It could be ascension symptoms. And I forget all about that, family. I forgot all about that. That was not even on my mind, because we have to realize, when it comes to these waves, just like they were saying a while back about the event, but when it comes to these waves of energy, they're ongoing. And I mentioned this to many of you before, in my past videos. I believe sometime early last year, the year before, I was saying how, these energies are going to hit Earth Gaia are going to be ongoing, and they're going to be like a season, and then they'll temper off, and then they'll hit again another season. But anyway, everybody's different how they perceive these energies, But they're pretty much like upgrades. They're DNA upgrades and they're downloads as well. And so basically she was bringing to my attention, that's what it was. It was like I was, receiving ascension symptoms. Like she like, sister, could be ascension symptoms. And I thought about it, I'm like, she's right, She's right. And I wasn't thinking about that. So your sister, even though I make my videos, a lot of time maybe, a lot of times other people, can be listening to you and they're thinking outside the box, and whatever is coming out of your mouth, they might be like, well, no, I think that this is what it is. You're not thinking about this right here, but anyway, big up to Taj. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. And I definitely meditated because I wanted to know exactly what it was. Because even though I did, receive what she was saying, I still wanted confirmation. So I did meditate it, and she's right. They were ascension symptoms, okay? Basically, I could have relied on my higher self and got the answers, but at the time I didn't. I assume, that's what a lot of us do. We assume a lot of things, and that's why it's so good to fact check, and I'll go by everything people say. Not saying that people are wrong. What I'm saying is, but if you learn to fact check, get your own answers, you would know when a person is, coming to you in a genuine place and you're trying to give you advice, you would know that whether it's legit or not. And I felt that, this person was coming from a genuine place anyway, but I just wanted to fact check. I just wanted to fact check, just to get a idea of, is this person right? Could this be, what I was dealing with? Hold on, family. Y'all see my new artwork behind me? Every now and then I like to switch it up. I think it's so cool. All right. Y'all sister chilling. But anyway, so that's what it was, family. These ascension energies that's hitting Earth Gaia, okay? They're going to be ongoing, and they do come off as flu-like symptoms. Let me sit up. If many of you experience this so-called phenomena, okay, due to ascension symptoms, they do come off as flu-like symptoms, okay? And I forget all about that. Like I said, I was not thinking whatsoever, but I did fact check. And my higher self was like, yeah, I mean, it wasn't saying like, yeah, that's me put my own personality to it, but my higher self was like, yes, this is what it is. Now with this video right here, real quick, I was gonna go live, but see, school is still out here in North Carolina. School is still out, and it's gonna be out for quite some time. This is what I'm sensing, okay? It's gonna be out for quite some time. I'm not gonna put a timestamp on it, but I think they were saying the children probably going back to school May the 15th. I sense no. I don't sense that they'll be going back May the 15th. It'll be a little longer. But anyway, with this video right here, due to the fact of how I, started the topic of this video about facts checking, rely on your intuition. And like I said, nothing wrong with people, giving you their views, their advice. A lot of times it's good advice, It's good advice, It's all up to you if you want to receive it or not. But for the most part, people mean well. And I do appreciate many of you feedback. I really do. A lot of you watch me, you don't leave no kind of comment. I'm not going to bite you. Okay, I'm in my heart space. I'm your sister, okay? Even if you don't agree with me, just disagree with love, okay? It's a difference. A lot of people don't know how to do it, when they disagree, they come off negative. And when you're negative, you're not in your heart space. But I will receive what you're saying as long as you're coming off with love, just like I say, many of you, I look at many of you as my brothers and sisters in the spirit. If you see me as your sister in the spirit as well, you're going to want to relate your message to me with love, okay? Yeah, and so she received. That's how I look at it. But anyway, me saying this, it is so good to fact check no matter what you're hearing, even with me, because I come off from a place of my experience, my testimony. That's just me. As far as the things I have been experiencing, I can only, speak from that place of my personal experiences. Everybody is different. Everybody's different. Everybody's experiences are going to be different due to having their own personal spiritual awakening, okay? I cannot say, well, this is how it was for me. This is how it's going to be for you. No, that's not my place to say that. And I don't want many of you to relate looking at your sister and thinking, well, according to her, this is how it should be. But for me, it's not that way. For you, it's not going to be that way for you. Everybody's different, okay? Everybody's background is different. Everybody's genetic DNA is different, okay? We're different. And that's the beautiful thing about it. We're different. But in a lot of ways, we're alike as well. So a lot of my experiences, many of you can relate, okay? You can relate. And I try to come off as humble as I can because, see, my beginnings were not You know, I said it one time, I said it again, my beginnings were not so roses. You know, that's why I speak about a lot of things because, you know, as well as I talk about good things as far as of the light, but my beginning, you know, I was seeing dark things. And that's why I like to share my experiences because many of you are still seeing dark things and you're trying to come out of that. You know, you want help with that. And by me sharing my experiences, you know, may it help many of you if you take the necessary steps of doing what I did as far as coming out of that. If it helped me, I know it'll help you come to because the Most High God is no respecter person, okay? So, anyway, with this video right here, I just pretty much, I'm going to speak as far as from my personal experiences and may the words come out of my mouth, may it be a help to many of you, okay? And well, I say it with love, okay? I say it with love. So anyway, due to my personal experience, as far as the beginning phase of me communicating with my higher self, okay? I'm not gonna make this video long. I can always do another video, all right? I just wanted to do a quick introductory of how it was for me when I started to communicate with my higher self, okay? There were steps, okay? There was different levels, all right? This happened like I think 4 years ago, okay? Maybe a little longer, but I'm gonna say 4 years ago. But I will say this, it started off for me after I had a Kundalini. This is me now. After I had a Kundalini, because my third eye had awakened first, okay? And I was seeing many, many, many things. That was first. Further down, further down the line, then I had a Kundalini, okay? And for me, when I had a Kundalini, my world changed upside down. It's like I had a rebirth, okay, a spiritual rebirth. That's all I can say. And the old current, she died, okay? This is the new current. You know, my name is Corinthia, but I go by Corinth. A new current had resurfaced, okay? And this new current became an empath. I became very sensitive. I got to this place of just having a sense of knowing. It's like I truly feel like I had the gift already. It was just dormant, but by me having that Kundalini, okay, it was like a spiritual awakening for me. And behold, all things became new. But anyway, as I had the Kundalini, I had became accustomed to an energy that flows in my body. Okay, it flows in my body, and you know, I will go in more depth as far as making another video because I don't want to make this video long. But anyway, I have become adapted, or shall I say, adjusted to this so-called energy that flows within me, and I have accepted it as well. But anyway, I look at this energy as just my connection with my higher self, okay? That knows all about me and is truly the highest version of myself. But anyway, I said, okay, I feel this energy within me, okay? I said, you know, because back then I wasn't fluent with tarot cards back then. I wasn't even fluent with pendulums. You know, I was just pretty much, once I got to the point of, shall I say, getting accustomed and used to this energy that would flow within me. It's like some days I would feel it stronger than other days. You know, it's like mastering yourself, you know. But anyway, I got to the point I said, well, you know what? I'm going to play with this energy a little bit. I closed my eyes one day and I said, give me a sign for yes. Okay, just like you do a crystal pendulum, you know, you're programming it. And I got an answer for yes, according to how the energy flows within me. I said, that's okay. Give me a sign for no. And I always say thank you. You know, I always give honor to the Most High God, you know, source that flows through me. I said, thank you. I said, okay, give me a sign for no. And then the energy flowed different within my body. I said, wow. And I kept doing it, you know, a couple of times to make sure, okay, is this, you know, is this the actual sign for no? Is this the actual sign for yes? And then I started applying to different things in my life, as far as me making decisions, and it was on point. It was on point. I was like, oh, you talking about giving glory to the Most High God? I was like, oh my goodness. And I always heard of people being able to, rely on their intuition and get answers from within. But it just sounds like talk until you're able to finally do it for yourself. But anyway, that was the beginning of me as far as communicating with my higher self, okay? And of course, by my third eye being awakened, I can see my higher self too. There are times it looks humanoid form, okay? And I see it real good at nighttime. It's just somebody at nighttime, it really stands out. And at other times, it looks translucent. I'm gonna get my words right. At other time, it's like an apparition, okay. But it still has that light being. That's the word I'm looking for. It has that light being look to it. I see it like that. But anyway, that was truly, really the beginning. The beginning when I started to communicate with my higher self, and I was able to retrieve answers from within. Okay. Now, two. Hold on, family. Sorry, I had to pause. My daughter's home, and I don't want y'all to be distracted by her carrying on in the background. Cause I really wanted to go live, but due to her being home right now, I'm going to just continuously do my videos like this. But eventually, I catch many of you off guard. Eventually, I'm going to go live. Okay, so let me get to the point, and I apologize for dragging. So the second part, as far as me communicating with my higher self, I said, well, okay, I'm going to start using a pendulum, okay? And of course, I program my crystal pendulum, for yes and no. That's another way I can communicate with my higher self as well. And really, I don't need a pendulum because my body is like a crystallized being. My body can move the same way as a pendulum does by me, going by the flow of the energy within me. And I said, well, if I can get my answers from these crystal pendulum, surely I can just, start reading tarot cards and be accurate with my readings because I'm relying on, the energy, that's flowing through me. So of course, whatever card I land on, it be on point. Not only was it on point for me, I started doing readings for my family members. Only my mom, my son, my other family members, they don't know nothing about me doing what I do. Because everybody, some people just still in the box. Let me just say that. And then you got some family members that's real religious. They think, it's witchcraft. Little do they know, it's just the gift of the Most High God, People, they feel what they don't understand. Whatever the Most High God gives you is your gift. And it comes natural to you. You don't have to force it. When it comes to your gift, it's natural and you don't have to force it. Remember that, okay? But anyway, many of you know this already. But anyway, so then I started doing my tarot cards, and they was like accurate. My mom looked at me like this. She ain't, she used to it now, but before she was like, how do you know this stuff, And my son, he just so amazed. He like, when you learn how to do this? I said, son, I apologize for rubbing my nose. I have allergies, seasonal allergies, shall I say? I said, son, I believe I always had the gift, it was just dormant, but the Most High God, allow it, to surface, for such a time as this, and I'm just using it, it's benefiting me. I know I can help others, and it can benefit others as well, and that's what I've been doing, doing on the side is readings and trying to be of service to my brothers and sisters. But anyway, so as you see how it kind of manifests from one thing to the next as far as communicating with your higher self, because your higher self knows all about you, and your higher self knows pretty much, it's spirit, it's energy, it's spirit. It knows, let me just say, it knows what it knows. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. It knows what it knows. Okay, it's connected to source. It knows what it knows. And there are things that, I may ask, I don't need to know. And you know what? I don't question it either. Because what's the point of asking questions about something that really doesn't pertain to you? It really doesn't pertain to you. And you knowing, it would just really be a burden to you to know the answer. I mean, what you going to do? Just tell people all the little things that you know? I mean, how's it going to help them? All they're going to do is cause them to worry and be in confusion. It's like all information, not good information. So anyway, let me say this real quick. Another way, many of you, I'm gonna stick with me. I'm not gonna talk about y'all. I'm gonna stick with me. Another way, I had learned to communicate with my higher self. I was outside waiting to pick my daughter up, right? Because she's a car rider, and I was sitting in my ride. It was quiet, and I said, I'm gonna try something different. I closed my eyes, right? I closed my eyes, and I said, give me a sign for yes in my right ear. And you know where your eardrum at? I heard, it didn't sound like that, but it was like a thump. But I heard it in my eardrum. You know how your ear pop, but it's not a loud pop. I heard, you know, something like that. I said, you know, I said, give me a sign for no in my left ear. Now notice I said the right ear first, and then I said, give me a sign for no in my left ear. And I waited. It didn't take long. I waited. It said, I said, I ain't gonna lie. I said, holy shit. I ain't gonna lie, you know. I'm like, oh my goodness. Wow. If only people know it. And really, it's just a matter of faith. Just exercising it, family. It's a matter of faith. You know, you either do it or you don't. But you can't be in fear. You know, fear is an illusion. You can't be in fear now. Because what you're doing, you know, you are relying on this on the inside. You know, I don't know, a lot of people be like, oh, test the spirit, test the spirit. I'm always testing the spirit, okay? And when I go within myself, I see good things. And when I rely on the spirit, okay, and as far as making choices, okay, if when I'm in the crossroad, shall I say, my spirit, let me just say my higher self be on point. It helps me to make better decisions in life. And for me, things been keep me on the straight and narrow. Let me just say that. I'm not so much relying on what I think, you know, unless I don't rely on my higher self. Just like when I was having those flu-like symptoms, I thought I was actually coming down with something. Come to find out, they were just ascension symptoms, and they are constantly ongoing, as I stated earlier in my video. But see, I didn't question it. That's the thing about it. I didn't question it. I just assumed that's what it was. But gonna find out they were ascension symptoms. So for many of you, you know, if you're feeling achy, you know, whatever the case may be, you know, headache or chills, they are ascension symptoms. You know, embrace it. Praise the Most High God for that. You know, they have to do with a lot of. They has a lot to do with your vibration also increasing, as well as you receiving downloads. So be grateful. You know, embrace it. You know. But I just want to share this with many of you because, you know, many of you really don't have to go to, you know, like mediums and psychics. That's a matter of choice. You know, the answers has always been inside of you. You know, I've always told many of you this, that the answers have always been inside of many of you. You just don't go within yourself to get the answers. Just like I didn't. I assume, okay, I'm coming down with a bug, but that's not what it was. Okay, it was ascension symptoms that I was dealing with. Okay, and they come and go, but they don't last that long. They do not last that long. But anyway, I just want to share this with many of you, give you some clarity if many of you may be going through this as well. And anyway, this is the flu season anyway. You know, I just don't want many of you to think just because you have the sniffles and all of this, you come down with the flu. No. You have to realize, you know, these energies that's hitting Earth Gaia, they're ongoing, okay? And it's hitting everybody at different times, you know. And when it hits you once, don't think it's not going to hit you again. It leaves and it comes back, okay? But it comes back when you think not, okay? It comes back when you think not. And so that's all I want to say. My video's getting ready to end in a minute. But I love you in Christ. And I want many of you to keep your head up, think positive. It's so important to think positive. And not rely on the news. Because they say one thing, it's totally something else different going on out here, okay? We're dealing with spiritual warfare. All right? It's an unseen battle, shall I say, that's going on. And all I got to say is just focus on yourself. You know, keep meditating, stand in prayer, and focus on you, okay? And focus on far as raising your vibration. And a lot of these low vibrational things won't even touch you. It's like it goes around you or bounce off of you, okay? Hello. Hello. But anyway, like I said, I'll be back with another video. I can always elaborate on the things that I have spoken of. But I will say this, that many of you are at a crossroad in your life and you're not quite yet there as far as, relying on your intuition. It's not strong enough yet. I am here for you. I do readings on the side, and it is a job. And many of you, when you start doing reading, you're going to understand it's a job and it's time consuming as well. Okay. There are times I do it free, okay? And there are times, I charge, because it is a job, not because I have a child, I have children, I can't sit here and do free all the time. But for the most part, I do charge. But if many of you are at a crossroad, and if you have it, okay, and you want to invest in you, okay? If you have it, I do charge $50 for a spiritual crossroad reading. Your sister is here for you, okay? And the payments are through PayPal, but hit me up first. Hit me up. Don't never pay me first. Always hit me up first, all right, to let me know what kind of reading that you want. But if you're at a crossroad and you're seeking guidance, whatever the case may be, hit me up. All right, I'm here for you. I will, do a personal reading for you. They're like video readings, okay? You actually see me shuffling the cards and everything, okay? I don't have cards laid out and you actually send the card. I actually shuffle them. You see me do all of that. And you would get the clarity and confirmation that you're looking for, okay? And but other than that, like I said, keep mastering yourself. You really get to that place of to where you won't have to seek nobody, as long as you keep working on yourself, building your spiritual muscle, okay? You get to that place where you can just get your own answers. So with that being said, you can reach me at Qmccwest@gmail.com. I love you in Christ. I already said it before, I'm going to say it again. This too shall pass, family. And like I said, it's not as bad as they say it is. A lot of these hospitals, there's a lot of videos going on all over the world. People are actually in front of these hospitals and they're not that busy as they say they are. It's not a lot of people as sickly as they say that they are. Okay, a lot of people get a whole lot of unnecessary testing done for no reason. And really, a lot of them who are getting the test, they end up sick. Okay, so be careful. Don't be running to the hospital like that, family. Heal thyself, okay? Heal thyself. Powerful. Knowledge is powerful. Bye for now. Be safe. I see you next time. And thank you for your love and supporting my family. I appreciate it so much. And please know, yeah, you're different, all right? You're beautifully and wonderfully made, okay? The Most High God don't make no mistakes. Don't worry about people thinking you're strange, or you're a witch, you're this, you're that. The Most High God created you. He saw something in you. You're chosen for such a time as this. Embrace your gifts, family. I'm in this with you. Embrace your gifts. You're beautiful. You're special, okay? Embrace it. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just coming into your gifts. Embrace it, okay? And be of service to others, all right? Love yourself and have love for others. Bye for now.